Welcome to Mr. Hartsock's grammar lesson. Today we will be going over parts of speech. In this lesson, we will be covering the different parts of speech and what they do, how the different parts work together, and how to make more flavorful sentences by putting it together. The first part of speech we will look at is the noun. It's the most common and fundamental part of speech. It's any person, place, thing, or idea. Nouns on their own can be somewhat bland or plain, but when paired with adjectives, nouns can be descriptive. Adjectives are words that directly describe nouns. A good example would be red or blue. But other descriptors like small, big, or very small are also adjectives. When you pair an adjective with a noun, your nouns become more descriptive. Verbs are another key part of speech. They add motion and action to nouns. A running car, a bouncing ball, or a squirting gun are a few ways verbs can affect nouns. Verbs help bring action to nouns, and nouns are more specific thanks to adjectives. But how do you get descriptive verbs? Adverbs help describe the kind of motion or action seen in verbs. Instead of a car that drove, you can have a car that drove quickly. The final piece of the puzzle is finally filled with adverbs. Now let's see some examples. The house is a noun. The blue house is an adjective paired with a noun, because blue house is described by the adjective blue. The blue house caught fire is adjective and noun and verb all coming together. Caught fire is the verb. The blue house caught fire quickly is a combination of adjective, noun, verb, and adverb. The adverb, quickly, is describing how the house caught fire. This comes together to create a much more descriptive sentence than simply the blue house. Let's identify parts of speech in the grown boy became quite annoyed. To start off, grown is an adjective describing noun. The noun in this case is boy. So the grown boy is just an adjective and a noun paired up. The grown boy became is the verb, and became helps describe what the boy did. The grown boy became quite annoyed. Quite is the adverb, and in this case, quite helps to describe how he became annoyed. And in this case, annoyed is helping to support what kind of boy he is. He is the annoyed boy. This sentence is a lot more difficult than the previous sentence because in this case, an adverb is describing an adjective instead of a verb. Parts of speech are like burgers. When put together correctly, they can add flavor. Today, that concludes our lesson on parts of speech.